Esther wanted to, she wanted to step out. She wanted to kind of take her, she's like, hey, just not feeling doing third year with you this year and kind of want to just take the year off.
I just felt like I just waking up every morning. I was fumbling. I didn't know what I was doing. And I felt so overwhelmed for like the first, like the whole month. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to give up.
Welcome back to the Become Great podcast. My name's Ahab and I'm your host. And I have a familiar face, my dear friend,
Hey.
Esther Chan. Esther has been a third year for me through the school of ministry here in town. And we wanted to just walk through a process that she had to walk through back in October. Esther, that was a lot. Esther wanted to, she wanted to step out. She wanted to kind of take her, she's like, hey, just not feeling doing third year with you this year and kind of want to just take the year off. And so it was a really great tipping point really in our relationship and a tipping point in your growth. And I just wanted to just talk about it because there were some keys I think other people can implement in their lives and really it can transform their lives in a lot of ways. So wanted to just chat with you about it. So why don't you talk to us just kind of like what that experience is like, what brought you to that place of like, hey, I'm thinking about just stepping out of this. I don't want to do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably me. It was me, right? I was mean.
I don't like looking back now. I don't even know why like I wanted to quit. I think there's just a lot like me coming in so late. I didn't have a scheduled. I didn't have a set schedule routine.
Yeah.
So I was just confused. I didn't know how to get into routine. I didn't know how to get to a schedule that worked for me.
Yeah.
So I just felt like I just waking up every morning. I was fumbling. I didn't know what I was doing. And I felt so overwhelmed for like the first, like the whole month. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to give up.
Yeah.
And then I remember.
Because we started in September, right? And then this was October and you're like,
yeah.
Hey, I'm tapping out.
It was only like 30, not even 30 days.
And I was like, man, I must be really bad at this.
It was not even 30 days. And I was like thinking of quitting already. And I think I text you? I think I texted you. I was like, hey, can I have a one-on-one?
Yeah.
And I was just like so sad. Like I'm telling him I'm quitting. I'm done. Like I can't do this anymore. I'm like crashing out for no reason.
Yeah. And
then I sat with you and I don't even remember why I wanted to quit. I was just like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And I think you asked me a question like, have you been eating? And I just low-key just stared at you.
Like, what is this guy talking
about? What
about?
is he talking about? I was like, no.
I am obsessed with food.
Yeah, you are. And I was like, have you been eating? I'm like, no, not enough. And then you go like, have you been sleeping? I'm like 4 hours count?
Yeah, because you were sleeping.
Yeah, I was. I didn't had a good sleep routine for. I don't even know why. I just stayed up late.
Just hanging out with friends.
Yeah, like from summer, probably I was still caught up with a summer routine.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a routine at all. And then I was just talking. And then you asked me questions. I was like, oh no. And then you.
And I asked, like, hey, are you exercising?
Yeah.
What are you doing for exercise?
Yeah, no, I haven't been.
It's like,
no. It was just like, no.
Yeah.
And then I remember just sitting there, you're asking those questions. And I just remember sitting there and like, this makes me sound really ridiculous right now. I'm afraid to quit and I'm not even taking care of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was like, I'm so ridiculous right now. And then.
You're not like, it's not unique.
Yeah.
Right? Like so many people, they end up in a situation where they think that it's their environment that they can't handle, right? But what they actually can't handle is managing themselves.
Yeah.
Right? And so I just started asking you, like, I asked you one before we started. I was like, hey, does this have to do with me? Like, am I leading you well? Am I putting too much pressure on you? And it was like, no, that's not it. I'm like, okay, if I'm not being overbearing, it's not a personality disconnect, like, are you taking care of yourself? And it was like, no, right? And so a lot of people experience this. They get into a new season. They're feeling super overwhelmed. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to overcome it. And so I put on like my dad hat, right? And I'm like, hey, you need to start eating. You need to start taking walks and you need to start sleeping, right? And that was all I said, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it was a really kind of funny conversation because I'm like, here is your homework and you're not allowed to make this decision. I'm not telling you no. I'm not telling you can't quit. I'm saying you can't make this decision until you sleep for a month, right? Get 8 hours of sleep a night. eat 2,000 calories a day, and walk 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Right. And that was the homework. Right?
Yeah.
How did you do with your homework?
Oh my gosh. I remember walking out of that meeting. I was just like, well, I'm going to try for 1 month and I'll quit on him. At the end of the month. That was my thought.
You just were like,
yeah, I was like,
I'll do it because he said,
yeah,
I'm going to quit.
But I'm quitting. Because I was like, when I was chatting with you, it didn't feel like I could say no to 1 month. I was like, I can do it. And I just quit on you. So
that's for me, I'm like, anybody can do anything for a month.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know myself, right? I can work on getting sleep for a month. I can work on eating for a month. I can walk for a month.
Yeah.
Right? But like, if I were to say, hey, give it 6 months, it's like, no way. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But a month, most people can handle.
Yeah.
And so that was why I gave you something low hanging fruit, right?
Yep. If you said anything more than mother, but nah, bro. I'm too kidding.
Yeah. Even 6 weeks would have been like, listen.
But I remember the first week because I actually wanted to try, because if I gave a promise, I actually wanted to try. I'm not just someone who says yes and like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
And I remember trying the first week, I struggled. I was like, this is not working out. I hate my life. What is this? I'm not. Like, I was tired.
Pills, remember?
I did. You did. And I was like, and I was like,
whatever you got to do, go to bed.
I was going to bed so late. And I was like, this is a lot. Let me just focus on one thing.
Yeah.
And I just think I just did eating and making sure like I had to put cooking time on my schedule.
Say it again.
I had to put cooking time.
Put, not poo.
No, I had to put like cooking dinner on my schedule so I would actually do it, because I wasn't doing it for the first like few days. I was like, I should do it, but I wasn't like cooking food. I wasn't making sure I'm eating healthy. Like, I'm just eating junk. I was like, this is not working out for me. So I put in my calendar. I was like, lunchtime, dinner time. I get like 45 minutes, and I had to actually, it's on my schedule, so I do it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I found it working out. I'm like, great.
Yeah. And I remember, because I told you to start walking, you're like, I love walking. I told you to start lifting weights.
Oh, heck
it's
no.
like, I don't think I could do that. I told you to walk. Yeah. And you're like, okay, I love to walk. This is an easy fix.
Yeah. Because I already love going on walks when I'm overwhelmed. So I'm like, I just have to do when I'm not overwhelmed too.
Preeminently, I'm walking just in case.
Yeah. So it was easy. Walking was easy.
That's amazing.
Food, it took me 2 weeks to get into schedule, but I put in a schedule and a workout. Sleep it took me a long time. I think it took me more than a month. I think in the first 3 weeks, I was still like, my body was not able to sleep. Like, it was just too early. It wasn't early. Yeah. But my body was just not used to it, because I haven't been probably sleeping in a decent time in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it wasn't working out because I had to get up early for school. And I was like, and I had no energy. And so when I show up for meetings with you guys, I was like, I don't want to be here because I'm tired. I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, of course.
And so it took me a month to get there. I don't even know how I got there. I think when I started eating, when I started walking, I just started getting tired.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so I never brought it back up.
Yeah. Right? You never brought it back up.
I never did. And there was this kind of a day where I realized, I was like, oh yeah, she was supposed to quit.
Yeah. It was crazy because like, I think 3 weeks into our last conversation, that thought just completely slipped away.
It was just gone.
Yeah. And I never had, it came back.
That's amazing.
I know. And I just like,
here's another thing. You had a little bit of peer pressure.
Yeah.
Because you have housemates, and all of your housemates quit their third year.
Yeah. One of my housemates quit at 3rd years, and one of my housemates was almost going to quit, but she stayed.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she did.
So there was almost like a culture around in your house, like, we don't have to do this.
Yeah.
It's not that important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was also different. Yeah. It was also like, I was like, well, if they don't do it, then I should. Then was the point of me doing it.
Yeah.
But it was like a different like situation for me. I had to stay, and I actually knew that the Lord wanted me to stay. I was just not taking care of myself. That's why I wasn't able to take care of the things that God has placed in my life, like our relationship or 3rd year environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that was back in October.
Yeah.
Right. We're months later. Mm-hmm. You're about to graduate, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Right. I had you write a letter to yourself, right? Yep. To the graduated version of you. And it was like, hey, like, write a letter basically telling yourself who you are in the future, the person you want to be. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And what was that like for you? And do you see that person is starting to emerge?
Yes. I hated that homework. I was just sitting there. I was like, this is a lot. I just want to quit. What am I doing? Yeah. And I wrote it because she asked me to. And I did. And I remember reading it back. I know. I have a picture of it and the note of it too. I was like, so I reread it the other day. I was like, what am I doing? But yeah, I remember reading it and rereading it. And after I wrote it and that day, and I was just like, this is impossible. Like, this is a dream. This is not where I'm at right now. And I don't see myself getting there in 8 months. I don't know. Yeah, 8 months. I just can't see it. And then I think when I reread it the other day, just this week, I was like, maybe I can actually get there. I think I wrote on one of them, I was like, I want a healthy lifestyle, and I'm getting there. Like, I'm not perfect at it.
You're working out right now?
I'll consistently like 4 days a week, which is crazy because I've never done that in my life in so long. Yeah. I like broke my back like 2.5 years ago, and I have not consistently worked out since then after I got healed. Yeah. And so like getting back to it, I didn't know I could do it. And now I'm just consistently working out 4 days a week.
Because you were working for me when you broke your back.
Yeah.
And then like, tell me about that. Like how did like going from like you obviously being a very healthy young lady to breaking your back. Yeah. And then kind of coming back from that.
Yeah. I used to be real healthy. I was an athlete. I was a swimmer. Yeah. And I ran a lot. And I broke my back on an accident first year, 2.5 years ago.
Cartwheeling or something.
Yeah, I was something stupid. I don't remember. Yeah, I was so stupid. Yeah. And then I was like bedridden for 3.5 months. Gosh. I couldn't do anything. And I got healed from my broken spine, which was a miracle in itself. I was supposed to get surgery. I had like MRIs every month, and it will always show like there was a fracture in my lower back. Yeah. And then this 1 month I just went in and they did an MRI and they couldn't find a fracture anywhere anymore. Wow. And they were talking about getting a surgery for me because I was bedridden. Wow. Yeah. So the
fracture's gone. Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
But because I had been like not doing anything, my body was so weak. Yeah. And I think during that time, I just gave up on my body, on my health, that I never even thought about going back. Wow. So I just never like stood up and be like, I'm going to do something with my body. Yeah. But yeah.
And then back in December, I offered all my employees, hey, here's a 12-week fitness challenge. Yeah. Right? And you joined. Yes. And what's that been like for you?
It's been great. The first week was terrible, but yeah.
It's always gonna be hard though.
Yeah. But I've noticed my energy has been like soaring up. I actually like the gym. I thought I would hate it, but I love spending time to better my own self. I don't know if that even makes sense, but
absolutely.
Yeah. I love having goals and actually seeing that and feeling stronger. Yeah. Like I could do things. I think this one morning, I was so happy this morning. I was putting up teas at work, and usually I couldn't put it up without a ladder, and I could just do it. I was like, okay.
Like you really?
Yeah. I was so happy. I was like, yeah, and I was satisfied with myself and with my progress.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Yeah, because like you've been through, it's an incredible journey. Mm-hmm. Like 2.5 years ago, you break your back. Mm-hmm. You stick with school. Right? You could have walked away. Yeah. You stick with your job with Chick-fil-A, right? That was amazing. Mm-hmm. And we took you back when you came back. Yeah. You moved up into leadership in our business, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. And then you go through this whole thing where you have a tough second year. Mm-hmm. You decide to do third year at the super last minute. You pick me like really, really last minute, like literally the last day you could possibly pick a mentor. You picked me. Yeah. And then you get somebody who you know from a distance, but you don't really know. Yeah. And I just come into your life and I start, like really just giving you keys and like, this is how to live a healthy life. Mm-hmm. And I've watched you this year and I'm so impressed by you because you've not just grown spiritually, which is one of the goals for the third year program, but you've grown emotionally, mentally, and physically. You've gotten stronger and healthier. Mm-hmm. You've checked every box relationally, physically, emotionally, and your finances. you've never complained to me about your finances. So I'm assuming that you're doing.
They're doing great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so you're really checking every box as far as like outside looking in.
Yeah.
You're living a healthy life today
Yeah.
compared to October, where you're so overwhelmed and you're like, I don't think I can handle any of this. You have more responsibility today than you did in October.
Yeah.
And you're managing it easier and better. How are you doing that?
I don't know. It's also crazy. We invited me to do this podcast. I was like, I don't know if I can do it. Because recently I just received a lot of bad news. So I've been just sitting and processing it. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this because I don't know if I'm where I wanted to be at.
Yeah.
And I actually look back and I was like, I actually am growing because I'm sitting with, there's just a lot of bad news going on around, but I'm still eating. I'm still going to the gym consistently.
Yeah.
I am working on sleep, but it's been more than 4 hours for sure.
More than 6?
More than 6, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been more than 6. It's just, yeah.
Are we at 8?
No, we're not at 8. We're at 6.
Okay.
Yeah, we're at 6 right now. But
6 is better than 4, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the goal.
Yeah.
We celebrate progress. Not perfection.
Yeah. But just looking back on where I'm at right now was what, like, I'm feeling overwhelmed, but I'm still eating. I'm still making sure my body's healthy.
Yeah.
And I'm still reading my Bible. I'm still getting close to God. And I was like, I wouldn't have done that like how many months ago? 4?
Yeah.
5 months ago. I would have just been like, yes, bye.
And so one of the keys is like a lot of times people think that there's a spiritual thing going on.
Yeah.
Right. When they're actually just not managing themselves.
Yep.
Right. Sometimes we think that life is too heavy when we really just need to manage just the basic parts of our life.
Yeah.
Right. Just like, am I sleeping? My one of my mentors, he used to say, if you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, halt.
Yep.
HALT, right?
Yeah.
Halt. Go eat a sandwich. Don't make any big decisions right now.
Yeah.
If you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, go take a nap. Don't make any big decisions right now.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the root of where I gave you that feedback from, that advice from, was this halt message, right? If you're hungry, you're not eating enough.
Yep.
If you're angry, you're probably not getting enough sleep.
Yeah.
Right. You're probably not taking good care of yourself. If you're lonely, your relationships are not in a great place. Go get some connection. Go hang out with a friend. Like if you're tired, go take a nap. Like figure out how to take care of your inner world.
Yeah.
Before you try to take care of your outer world.
Yep.
Right. And so you've done such an excellent job with it. And I just wanted to put you in front of everybody and kind of go, hey, like tell us the secret, because a lot of people decide to do something, but they don't do it. So what was your tipping point from deciding to do it to actually doing it?
I just didn't want to live the life that I was living, knowing that I wasn't living the full potential that I could be.
Wow.
And I needed a change, and I knew I needed a change. And being under you, I knew there was something, if I was being willing to submit under you and listen to your advice, maybe something will be different.
Wow.
And that's why I gave you a month.
Yeah.
Or you gave me a month.
Yeah. But you took it.
Yeah.
And then after that month, we're in November. A lot of students around that Thanksgiving period or the Christmas period, they'll go, this is a really good time to exit because we're having a break. Yeah. But you didn't decide to exit. You decided to keep going. What was some of did you create milestones for yourself? Like, if I do this by this day or this by that day, or was it just like you're just living like day at a time and feeling the progress?
I was just living, I just saw the change and I was like, what if there could be more change? What if there could be a healthier version of me?
Wow.
What if I could actually get from 2 days of walking to 5 days?
Yeah.
And I could see that and it just kept me going.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So your own personal progress became your own personal motivation.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yes.
I love that. Like, what would you say to someone who's watching this, who's like, they're maybe not taking care of themselves. Yeah. They're on the edge of like, man, I want to quit this job or I want to quit this place I'm volunteering. What would you tell them right now? maybe they don't have an Ahab in their lives, right? Like, how would you advise them? What if you were their Ahab for this 30 seconds?
Don't make any decisions when you're hungry, when you're tired, or you're lonely.
That's good. It's true, though.
It is really true.
Yeah. Halt.
Yeah. And I think that helped a lot. I think even now, say sometimes I'm at work and I'm not making the best decisions. I'll be like, oh, have I ate breakfast? I'm like, no. So I'm like, hey, I will step off the floor for 2 minutes, eat a banana, come back and like, oh, actually, I can make a decision. I just needed something in my body.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that. Like, I talk to some people and they're like, I don't like eating carbs.
Yeah.
Because carbs equals fat. And I'm like, actually, carbs equals energy.
Yeah.
Like, you need carbs.
Yeah.
But there's like this, thing in people's heads where if I eat carbs, I'm going to get fat. And it's like, no, if you eat carbs, you're going to get energy. But if you eat only carbs, you're going to get fat. We have to have fat in our diet, fat in our diet, and protein in our diet. And that will help us kind of move into the right direction physically, right? And so you've done such a fantastic job. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
Any final words you want to tell our audience?
Never give up.
Never give up.
Yep.
Yeah. I had a friend who used to say this. It's kind of from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear used to say, never give up, never surrender. And my friend would turn to it and says, never give up, always surrender.
Yep.
Meaning never give up, but always give things up to the Lord.
Yep.
Like always hand them to him, surrender things to the Lord. And that's like one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. I heard it probably 25, 30 years ago. And it stuck with me to this day because it's like, never give up, always surrender.
Yep.
And I just want to encourage our people who are with us, things might look difficult. You might be in a hard season. You might be trying your best, but are you doing the best things that you could try? Right? So I want to encourage you. If you're not walking, start walking. If you're not eating enough food, eat more food. If you're eating too much food, eat less food. If you're not getting enough sleep is super important. Like, I wasn't ashamed to be able to give her, over-the-counter sleeping pills. Just give her something, because something's better than nothing. Getting sleep with a sleeping pill is better than getting no sleep at all, right? Because you have to do something in order to help yourself get the victory with your body. And so once you manage your body, your mind, your spirit, your emotions, they start coming into alignment. And so I just want to bless you guys with that. This is Esther Chan, Ahab Al-Hindi. This is the Become Great podcast. If you guys like what you're seeing, what you're hearing, please like, subscribe, share this with a friend. Give us some comments on like what you want to see in the future. We'd love to just keep popping out content that is that you're passionate about, because we're here to serve you. All right. Remember, you too can become great.